Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday morning live broadcast. And we just finished up our first session of boot camp last night. And so we probably have a lot of boot camp participants. And Kay, I'm glad you made it. That are in the process of setting up their profiles. I'm going to jump over here. And so we're going to start working with a FLAC Let me pop over here. And we'll log into the May boot camp. So last night we did the first session. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is let me come over here and okay, what I want you to do is let me look. Okay, good. Let me come over here. Now, is this your password? kflack@gmail.com. Let me unmute you. Is that your email?
That's my email, and I actually sent you my password on a personal message to LinkedIn.
I got it. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to pop over here, log out of my account.
Mm-hmm.
put your email address there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll come down here and I got your password.
Mm-hmm.
So you're building an ASEA business.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. How long have you been with ASEA?
Only since last August.
Okay. Okay, so it sent you a verification code to your email.
I'll just go and get that. Just in a sec. This. It is 116061.
Now, is this your first experience with network marketing?
No, I was with, I think I shared last time, I was with Manatech for over 20 years.
Ah, right. So
I did a little bit of work because I came in at the end of April, and I've kind of been working away, and I've changed the about and started to do quite a bit of posting and jokes, personal, quotes and things like that. So I've kind of got those scheduled in, and my impressions and engagement has increased significantly.
Since when?
Oh, since I started to be proactive, and since the last couple of weeks. So, if you look at the increase in impressions and, so it's been interesting to see the growth. And there's been just a couple of conversations, but not, interest. Yeah, so.
Okay, so for education, you have a life.
Big life.
Um,
But I didn't go to, we didn't go to what you call university. Yeah. But I was busy being a mother and doing some further other education. And I was a stay-at-home mum with 4 young boys but I was always proactive in life, and because my husband's an ordained minister for 50 years, so we've been kind of involved in ministry for 50 years. So
now you mentioned that you've taken courses.
Oh yeah, I've probably could. And I've got certificates of bravery and a few things like that because I've worked in the community and done things, but I haven't put any of that up and got the citizenship. We have Australia Day and you'll get certificates, and I was nominated as in our city for that. So, I've got a few of those things. I could actually put that in to add to some of the achievements, but
you can certainly do that.
I did back in about 2007. I did quite a lot of social media training with Hootsuite and different things like that. I've got a certificate in that, and did quite a lot of training when the internet was, I suppose it's Facebook and all that started to become popular.
So this goes back
And I was basically doing teaching people how to use the social media as well, and done things like that. So, but then in 2000, I came on board as an executive assistant, and then was acting director. The last 10 years, it's been really dedicated to work in this community and providing services for people who desperately need a part-time income.
Okay, so what you're doing is you're trying to reach people that, like you said, that are generating part-time, that want to generate income. Let me look and see. Who else is here? So I know how much time. Okay, so you're here, and Thomas is here. So first, remember there are 4 components to your profile that will get you the kind of activity that you're looking for. All right, now first, your picture, your banner, your headline under here are the obvious things that people are going to look at first.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so what we want to do is put yourself out there as someone that is very successful, that has the solution to the problems they have. So we're going to come up here, and so here you've got your name, and that's picking up this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's come up here and look and see. How many social media marketers are on LinkedIn? You got 196,000 people
Mm-hmm.
that you're competing with. So the way we avoid competing is to put yourself in a category all by yourself. So we look at your profile. Let's first work on your headline.
Yeah, I did change it to lifestyle coach.
Well, yeah, but you're more than
Yeah, I know.
a lifestyle coach.
Yeah.
So we come down here. We're not going to play around with pronouns. So we're going to come down here. Now you could say you're a lifestyle coach. And we're going to add now actually what's more effective your lifestyle transitioning. Whoops, why did it put it there?
Mhm.
Because you help people make the transition. Next,
Yes.
you're also and we don't want to use the same words over because
Yeah.
you're looking. So you're a home business, and actually, you're a home business coach. You're a lifestyle transitioning mentor.
Mentor. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Now you're
Yep.
also media expert.
Mm.
And you're a teacher.
Trainer. Yes.
You're a
Definitely done.
trainer, and you're a, actually, why don't we say this? Teacher and peak
Yes, I've done speaking. Peak performance. Yeah.
peak performance.
And I've been very successful at building teams, empowering people, to achieve and, really made a difference there. I know that.
Okay, and we save this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to come down here. So this is your business. Now how did you do in Manatech?
I didn't get to presidential, but I was an executive director.
Okay.
So,
What we're going to do here is we're going to change this.
mm-hmm.
So instead of K flat,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to give your networking experience, business, a name. It's an umbrella.
Oh, yes. I
And
see
we
what you.
could call it Worldwide Association.
Mm-hmm.
You are the founder. You're the CEO, and you're the CHO, the chief. Now, this makes people curious. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we come down here. Where are you located?
Adelaide, Australia. Adelaide. Yeah, South Australia, that's it. Yep. Mm.
All right, so we're going to save this. Now, for the description, take that out because we want people to ask, what is it?
Mhm.
You know, I worked with a woman in ASEA a few years ago who had been, she'd been a realtor. And growing up, and she had 3 kids, but because she was a
Mhm.
realtor, you know, she couldn't, you know, the weekends is when you
Yeah.
show property. So she jumped into network marketing because she wanted to have a life. In a year, she built a team of 15,000 people.
Wow.
And she did it by going after other realtors.
Mhm.
So we come back over here. Now for this, I think you and I already talked about this.
I actually went and changed, my about. I went and wrote kind of a bit of a story.
Mhm. But see here,
Mhm.
you know, you were an executive assistant and now they're the acting director.
Yeah, I
So
changed that. Yeah,
I know, but what you really needed to do
what I should have done.
is, I mean, now you're the acting director.
Mhm.
Now you don't have to have.
Okay, yeah, I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah. So you need to change that. I'm already here, so let me. So if you're the acting director, what's the difference between an acting director and a director?
Well, the reason was my husband was ill, and I filled his shoes. So I wasn't actually crowned the director, but I was acting director and doing all the jobs that he needed to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
To
okay.
function. Yeah.
So now you're the acting director.
Mhm.
We're not misrepresenting anything, but the whole idea is to put you in a position where you
Mhm.
are, okay?
Mhm.
Now, this is way, 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 way too much. Okay, and here, um, you need to give your business a name, okay? And you need to give it a different name
Mhm.
so that you make yourself more appealing
Mhm.
to the people that you're reaching out to connect to. You're
Yeah.
reaching. So
Mhm.
you still need some work on this. Let's go take a look at your settings.
Yeah.
Now, that's right.
Mhm.
Connections. You want to turn these off. You don't want people to see who you're connected to because people can prospect your prospects.
Okay.
People
Oh,
will, who can see the members you follow, same thing.
Mhm.
People will see the mutual connections. Because you
Yeah.
can go online, you could find someone that's in another business and you could look to see
Mhm.
uh, who their prospects are, but they can't see yours. Okay, so now anybody that does a search for you is going to, okay, you got this right, is going to find you if they do a search, and let's look at followers. Now, make follow primary. people look at your profile, they're going to see a follow button. You don't want them to see a follow button. You want them to see connect. It's probably
Okay.
one of the biggest mistakes
Hmm.
that people make. You're going to end up getting more
Followers.
connection requests. So come back over here, go back to your profile. Okay, now in my opinion, you're better
Get
off
rid of that.
taking this off life and
Okay, no, I
just don't, people.
don't need to know.
Well, right. I mean, people, oh, you didn't fill that out, but you've got a great story,
Mm-hmm.
and the only thing that you're missing here, let's just throw in a cover that will enhance everybody's perception of who you are, and at the same time send a message. So see this, I don't think there's, it's dark here, so this, I mean, this could be you wearing a hat, but
Actually, I think the one with the two chairs sitting on the beach looked good.
okay, so let's go back to that.
Hmm.
Save that.
Yeah.
All right, now, and then we just hit the refresh button. So you still got some work on this. Let me,
Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep working at it.
mhm,
Like I think you've said that your profile is always a work in progress.
absolutely.
Mm.
It really is. So let me log out of your account
Hmm. Thank you.
and let me unmute Thomas.
Good morning, Max. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I tell you what, um, let's do this. Can you shoot me? Now we're connected on LinkedIn,
Yes.
okay? So shoot me the email address and the password you use for your LinkedIn profile.
The email is tomsmarketing@gmail, and I will send you the.
Okay. So it's Tom's Marketing at Gmail. And send me.
Okay, I send it to you.
Now I announced this last night. If you notice over there on the right, get the new LinkedIn Windows app. You don't want to do that. Okay, so now you need to check your email because it sent you a verification code.
It's 139447.
Now, let me just point this out to you. When you do these, you're on a timer. And what you have to do is when you have to respond very, very quickly, because if you don't, what's going to happen is the code that they send you is only good for a certain period of time. If you don't use it and you have to use another one, you'll end up with, getting shut out of your own account. So let's first go over and we'll look at your settings first. Now, one of the things that you're absolutely going to want to stay away from are the demographics. And if we go over here to edit demographics, you'll see why. Which of the following best describes your racial or ethnic identity? One of the things that made LinkedIn so popular was it was a resume. You had a person's work history. So, but it's worse than this. Which of this best describes your gender? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, if there's a man and there's a woman, all this other stuff. You identify as transgender. Just stay away. And look at this. What are we setting up? Is this a dating website? This is being filled out by the younger people. And you just stay away from all of this. Okay? So now, what we want to see let's go over to visibility. Then edit your profile. Now, your picture setting is off. So right now, only LinkedIn members can see your picture. We need to, if someone is not a LinkedIn member and they look at your profile, that's what they're going to see.
Okay.
So we need to come in here and we need to make it public.
Okay.
And then boom, your picture shows up. All right, now, let's go back. Profile discovery off LinkedIn. This way people will find you on Google. And we'll come back over here. Active status, all LinkedIn members can see you. And you got follow turned off. Okay. Now you're as
What was the setting that you talked about last night where it shows that you're constantly online?
right. Right. So here's what you do. Right now, your setting is, well, let's go back. So that's under visibility.
Okay.
So who can see profile viewing options? What they see. Now, we come down here to visibility. We scroll down. Manage active status. So here, who can see that you're currently active? You got this turned on, everyone. So all you have to do is just stay logged into LinkedIn.
Okay.
Leave your computer on 24/7. Stay logged in, and every time somebody looks at your profile, they're going to see that you're active. They think you're there. So people
Okay.
are more inclined to respond to you. Okay, now. This um well, let's look at this. So you want to make it easy for people to see what you've done. We come down here. Okay, but I notice in that about part, you said you were in the Army. Did I read that?
Yeah, I was, but it's like 1978.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. We come over here, add a position. And so you've got two ways to do it. United States Army, U.S. That's the reserve. So what you're looking for is U.S. Army.
Yep.
All right. Now, when you were in the Army, what was your rank before you left?
Specialist.
And where did you serve?
Multiple states and in Turkey.
So we'll put down Turkey. And then from when to when?
From June of 1978
To when?
to June of 81.
Now, this is what everything that you put on your profile, everything links you to anybody else in that same category. So, for example, what were you doing in the Army?
I was maintaining equipment between where I was at in the Middle East to the United States.
Okay.
It was a top secret base that I worked on.
I love it. Top secret.
Communications. What I did is establish communications between where I was at and back to a couple different areas in the United States.
And we could say, no, I could tell you more, but after you sign a non-compete, non-disclosure agreement, or, another cute thing would be, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. So what that does is it creates curiosity. Okay.
Mhm.
So we're going to save this, and this is the why. This is why you want to do this. Because what this does is this connects you to all the people. If we come up here, you're now connected to 1,400,000 people that
Wow.
were in the Army. Now, the people that you want to talk to, U.S. Army retired, you got 71,000. U.S. Army veteran, you got another 62,000. And then the biggest category for you, U.S. Army transitioning. So you got 7,700 people that are getting out of the Army that are all going to be looking for something to do. I had a student years ago, and I'm talking about back in the AOL days. You only had 62,000, no, you had 62 million people on AOL. You didn't have pictures. You had a profile that had 600 characters. But I had a student who was a sergeant in the Army stationed in Korea. And he became an Amway Diamond in 3 years while he was in Korea. Because as his soldiers were transitioning out of the Army and they're going back to the United States, he was getting them set up in their own Amway business.
Huh.
Okay. So let's come back to your profile. So now you got U.S. Army. We have to come down here and look at the whole thing. And there are some things that you can do to clean this up, make it more, you want to make it easy for people.
Mhm.
But let's come over here and let's look at now. What business are you building?
Actually, two of them. One of them is called Nilo Life, and the other one is At Cost Metals.
Okay. Well, nobody has to know. So the first thing you want to do here so the same thing. You're a lifestyle now, a lifestyle transitioning mentor, lifestyle transitioning coach. You're a serial entrepreneur. You're also your own business mentor. You are a social media expert. These are all the key words that give people these are the key words that attract people. These are the key words that give you credibility.
Okay.
Okay. You're also a teacher. And we could also say that you're a professional connector. And you're a change agent. And we'll also add trainer. So what this does is this is going to give, again, this gives people the perception of who you are. Are you on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, let me go over there. Let me bring you up.
None of those.
Okay, so
Oh, let me. It's under Tom. It's not under Thomas.
under Tom.
Yeah.
No, not Tom.
That's not mine.
Yeah. Okay, so
That's not mine, Max.
I know.
Okay.
I know. So what we want to do is let me refresh this. And oh, I'm still logged into her account, which is the reason that that's coming up. So let me. So what happens when you do searches,
Uh-huh.
the people that you have the most in common with come up.
That one right there, the very top.
Okay. Come down here to the pictures. Let's look at albums. Cover pictures. Well, we could make this your cover picture. So we go back to, you got profile pictures. And Tom's picture. One of the things that, so these are the things that you posted, but this is too far. This isn't clear.
Yeah, that's why I don't ever use that one, is because it's so, the picture is so fuzzy.
Okay. So let's come back over here. Now, something we can do well, what I'll do is I'll go in there and I'll remove the background, so it'll just be your head. But the other thing is, again, it's your cover. So it's all about giving people the perception that you're somebody that they would want to connect with. You're somebody that can help them. So let's come back over here to change your picture. Upload it. And they've just changed all of the settings. So this is the location image. So when people see this, it makes them curious about what you do. Now, I didn't have time, but there were some other things I should probably call you and we should talk about it, because see, you have maybe I had you confused with somebody else. A construction company or inbound sales. No, I had you mixed up with somebody else.
Okay.
But the whole idea is to make yourself so appealing that people would want to know you, that people would want to talk to you.
And how do I do that?
Well, we need to clean this up a little bit, make it easier for people to read, and then it comes down to, yeah, I'll give you a call, because there's I've got an appointment at 10:30 that I have to
Okay.
get to. But see, let me just bring this over here and let's look at, so you got 496 people you're connected to. Now, this is something that's brand new. Stay in touch through daily games. And you're going to be amazed at how many people, and they're going to be younger people, that are going to be on. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to attract more people to LinkedIn. And I mean, this is huge, what they're trying to do. Now, a long time LinkedIn people. Okay. But that's the purpose for this. So what we need to do is get your profile spiffed up.
Okay.
And and by the way, we figured out a way, we're going to share it with everybody in boot camp, how you could use LinkedIn for free without having to use any of those advanced elements. But in order to make it work, your profile really has to be slick. All right.
Okay.
So,
So you're not recommending that we get any of the premium or
oh, no. I'm in favor, and we'll talk about that in the next session.
okay.
It's worth, Navigator or Recruiter Life are worth every penny.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll talk about that. But I've got to, like I said, I'll be back at 4 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Tonight, however, I have a special training
Yeah.
on how you can talk to people
Okay.
that have negative opinions about network marketing and literally enroll them.
Okay.
That'll be at 9 o'clock tonight.
I'll be on it.
All right, I'll catch up to the rest of you later.
Okay.